Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy BChunkX here, back at it again with a video. And it's the first video I'm recording since we've been eliminated from the playoffs, boys. Oh man, it's such a tough video to talk about. But so in this video, we're going to be talking about one, season 12, the recap, how it felt to PM, and pretty much just a review. Next, we're going to be discussing what's my plans going into this off season, because it's begun. I've streamed a couple games for the playoffs. I VP'd minimally, like really not that much, because I don't really see the point when there's still 3 seasons left or 3 weeks left till the draft for next season. So I'm not really doing much, but you know what? Yeah, we'll discuss the off-season plan. Then we'll discuss the goals for season 13. We've got a lot to cover, so let's go and get started. So first things first. Season 12. It was a good season. I like it. Personal best in batting average, personal best in home runs, personal best in RBIs. So overall, it was a pretty good year for me, or season, not year. But you know what? It was a cool season. I think I still held my team back though, just from being a 330 batting average PM. It's just not a good thing to do, you know? It gives your team a bad disadvantage. The guy who I always compare myself to is like Rev, because he bats 600, dude. Imagine if instead of me, that there was a freaking 600 on the Padres to start. That's pretty much a round one pick, heck, the number one overall pick. Like, come on, man. It's insane the difference would be. Cause then you got Rev at 3, Bongo at 4. Then you have like Doges in front of them. That's like 500, almost 500 players. Because Doges is like what 480 or something. It's like, geez, dude. Just imagine that. Just comparing yourself to that, it's just a bad feeling because you just feel like you're just holding your team back. And heck, I even benched myself in the wild card just so my teammates could be happy, dude. Like I know if I would have benched like let's say United or something and started myself, he wouldn't have been happy. He would have probably not stayed the whole game. And if I started myself over like Tolls or Vladdy or anyone else, they wouldn't have been happy, dude. And it's like you, I think I realized that you can't make everyone happy. And you just got to do what your gut tells you. And my gut told me to start myself, but I didn't do it just because I was more concerned about hurting others' feelings by benching them. And hey, we ended up getting shut out by the Cy Young, which I felt like I could have gotten in Tiger's head and probably caused them to pitch a little differently. But we had a good game plan. We just couldn't execute it, man. It was whatever. You can't. Whatever happened happened, and that's in the past now. But overall, season 12 was a really nice season. Honestly, personally my favorite, and not just because I was the PM, but just because I had so much fun. I had so much fun rebuilding the team. I had so much fun meeting new people. I go from a team that literally had Bruiser and Crit, and then you got Clutch who didn't even play for me. Then round 4 you got an 0 for 15. And like come on, man. It's you go from that and then you build a team that ends up having like 3 500s. Drago was like 450. Andrew Bot was 425. Like, come on, dude. Like, just the thrill of being able to build a team from pretty much a band of misfits, bro. It's like, honestly, even if you think about it, and then I had Rays too, who bat like 475. Our offense actually got really good. But the downfall of it was they didn't have much playoff experience. Like Bongo, I barely heard of him in what, season 11 in the playoffs when he was super clutch for the Braves. And that's really the first time I heard of him. Rays was a 170 last season. And he ends up batting 470 this season. But again, he didn't have much playoff experience. He had some, but not much. We didn't have those proven players. And then you got Doges who hadn't been in the playoffs since I think he won a ring with Milwaukee or something. That was the last time he made the playoffs, dude. And he ended up doing the best on the team. Like it's incredible. Like, and then you got Drago, who's known as a playoff choker. Bruiser also was called a playoff choker, although he did decent. He put some decent contact on the ball. But honestly, man, it's I was so excited just building a team and just seeing as people continue to give me a chance throughout the season. Because I knew from the start that, hey, we would start off slow. It was a tough part in our schedule, but then we end up going to, what was it? What is it? Colorado, LAD, the Unicorns, who were disbanded, so 2 free wins in the span of 11 games, dude. And at that time, we are like 4 or 5 games out from LAD. And what do you know? LAD loses a bunch of games in a row. We won like 9 out of our last 10 games, or 9 out of the last 11 games. And then before you know it, we have a 3 game lead in the wild card spot. So I knew we could do it, but nobody was willing to trust me enough to wait till that time. Which, I mean, I understand because the team was like 12 games below 500. I think they were really like 6 and 18, I think. But you know what, man? I have no hard feelings for them. But every team has that stretch in their schedule where it's just an easy stretch. Ours just came in the right time. And of course, LAD wasn't necessarily easy, but we ended up sweeping them because we felt like we had the momentum. And the team that I had assembled in the midseason had hope in me and they trusted in me. And I'm glad that I didn't let them down. I'm glad I didn't let them down. People even said at some point in my chat, in my team chat, like, Chunk, honestly, there's zero way you make the playoffs right now. And nobody saw LED falling off the way they did. And I was the only one at one point who believed. So just being able to do that was an amazing accomplishment. And then not only that, but then just feeling like a good a good leader, having fun, just really doing what HCBB should be, dude. Like we're just chilling over here, vibing, we win, we make the playoffs, and even though it didn't go our way in the playoffs, like we made it and when nobody else thought we would. So that's a good feeling to have. I don't know how long I've been recording, but I feel like I've done this for a solid 7 minutes, so I think I'm going to end the video here. But yeah, guys, so that's the season 12 recap. Next video I'll go ahead and talk about what's next for the chunk. Um, and that way I'll go ahead and record it like probably right after this one. But go ahead and join the chunk army in the top left corner, and in the top right corner, go ahead and watch another video. But I will see you guys in the next one.